Anyway, yeah. So, all right, are we good? Are we going into reviews?
We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, I got uh let me formally apologize to you for picking the first one we're going to review. We're going to get this out the way. Um, in my defense, in my defense, I looked at the episode times because I was trying to
Mhm.
make it like a quick week, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. They're only half hours, and it looked like some superhero stuff. So okay, it might be cool.
Yeah.
Nah, nah,
No,
it
son.
was not cool.
You missed. I
Yeah,
can't lie to you, bro. You missed.
swing and a miss. So the first one we're going to do now is called Guardians of Justice. It is a Netflix series. It's only about 6 or 7 episodes. It's only like a half hour an episode. And I'm going to add that as a plus because this needs all the pluses it can get, honestly. Uh, all right, so I'll I'll start it off because this is my fault. 100%. I picked this, so I'm gonna start it off. Now this, so the very first thing that I saw when I turned it on was like a mental health warning, and it's just right off the bat. I'm like, oh gosh, okay, I fucked up. I could because I don't know. I might cut this out, but I mean, I guess I could let you in on a little something about myself. Like I do kind of struggle with some mental health stuff, and yeah, when this came out, I was having kind of a week. I was kind of having I was struggling like last week a bit when I was this was coming out, and yeah, seeing like the mental health thing and the suicide prevention thing, and I'm just like, oh shit, okay, I I obviously made the wrong choice here. And they showed the very first thing you see is the guy, Superman, basically, who kills himself with like a kryptonite bullet, and all of that went out the window. Like the whole thing I was worried about just went right out the window because I'm like, okay, this is just garbage, right? um, but I mean, yeah. So the guy who is playing Superman, it's like an Asian Superman, which is novel, I guess. But the guy playing him, Will Yun Lee, he's actually in another like really good show on Netflix called Altered Carbon. Like it's a really good like sci-fi action show, which I mean I might suggest it at one point to check out. I think you might like it. You might like it. Might be up your alley. And yeah, just the tone from the jump was just it was a struggle, man. This show is a struggle to get through. Um, I- just the whole like live action, then they cut to animated stuff, then they cut to the video game, and I was just what is happening right now? I don't know. What was your very first impressions of this show?
Yeah, I figured I was in for like a the boys kind of deal going on, sponsored by Mulch. As soon as I
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
but yeah, so I was like, okay, it's another Justice League parody or homage rather, and this one was like super on the nose. I mean, like that is exactly the Flash, and that is exactly Aquaman, and that is exactly Superman. Okay, all right, cool. I'll see where it goes, but like you said, the animation, live action, there were weird transitions. Um, I'll keep it a buck with you. The reason I don't have a whole lot to say is because I did not do much of anything beyond just sitting there watching it. Like I don't know any of the actors' names. I didn't do any research. I didn't look into anything
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. Like once he blew, like you, and I'll just so you know that you're not alone. I got a lot of depression, anxiety going on up in this area right here.
Mm.
So, but when I get that like trigger warning at the beginning of shows, I almost always take it with a grain of salt because I'm like, there's nothing you're gonna show me that's worse than what I can imagine. So let's see what you got.
Oh yeah.
And then when he gets around to killing himself, I was like, this is bold. This is definitely bold in the sense that like the idea of a superhero who just one day was like, nah, I can't do it anymore. I've
Sure.
given you my best years. There's an interesting story in there somewhere.
It ain't this
Like,
story.
nah.
It is not this story.
So yeah. Go ahead, man.
Man, yeah, like you said, I didn't research this or nothing. I just kind of looked at it and said, okay, all right, superhero-y, okay, short episodes, perfect. There you go, bam, and just hit play. And yeah, instantly regretted watching this shit. But yeah, as far as the cast go, not so we already had we were talking about Scott Hall, like the wrestler that passed away. And I remember the Batman character called Nighthawk. I
Mhm.
remember because I remember hearing his voice, and I'm like, damn, I know that voice. Why do I know that voice? It sounds so familiar. And it took like for like most of the episode for me to realize, like, oh shit, that's DDP. Like, wait a minute, is that DDP? And then I like went to IMDb and like looked up the show at that point. I was like, oh, holy shit, DDP. I was search for Dustin Diamond Dallas Page. Damn, I was about to mess up his name. Who was another like wrestler from Scott Hall's era. He was in WCW in like the mid to late '90s, and then when they got bought out by Vince, he went to WWE too. But um, but yeah, I had no idea DDP was like acting at all. Like that was kind of a shock to me. Because the
Mhm.
only other movie I know he was in was Ready to Rumble. Like that's all the way back in like 2000. It came out. It was like a movie about wrestlers, basically. And but no, I looking at his filmography and IMDb, like he has a pretty deep like filmography. Like I didn't know he was acting like that. But yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of dumb shit that happens in this movie. I wasn't really paying attention. So comes to find out that Superman and Batman had like a homosexual relationship, and Superman's computer basically like buried that the memory of the romance deep into Batman's subconscious, basically, and I somehow made him turn evil.
I like how you're referring to the characters as the more well-known versions that they're based off of because they really don't ever carve out their own identity.
No,
You know,
no,
they just the parallels they are, that's what they are. Like the speed chick, um, the only reason I don't call her Flash
I think
is
his name's
because
Speed, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
And I only don't call her Flash because she's a girl. So it's like there's a distinct different, like I think Barry Allen, that's a dude, and I think Speed, that's a girl. But with Marvelous Man, which is the first time I think we've mentioned, his
that's
actual
his
name.
name. Yeah, I couldn't remember his damn name. I didn't care to remember his name, honestly.
It just jumped in my head. Like wait, I just kept calling him Superman, and I kept calling dude. The one time I accidentally called him Nightwing, and I have to formally apologize to Dick Grayson and the creators of the character for insulting them in such a manner.
Yeah,
Nighthawk, and like when he got the crew together, like in the first episode, or was it the second episode? One of them two,
one
to
of
to
them.
tell
Yeah,
them, yeah, to kind of rally the troops or whatever. And he was doing the deep, scratchy voice thing. It felt too common. I was like, this is honestly why Batman gets made fun of. This right here, bro. Like this is what Batman haters are talking about. I was just like, all right, this is gonna be a long time. All right.
Yeah, even though these were short episodes, they seem so long. For some reason, they seem so long to me. I kept checking the time, like, damn, are we still on this episode? Damn, I did say and there's another wrestler too, Red Talon, who was supposed to be like Rambo or something in this. Like he had like the headband and he was like ripped
Mhm.
and like working out and all that crap. Like he's another wrestler. John Morrison, who's pretty big like now in wrestling. He was in there because I'm not like okay, I know his face, I just don't know who it is. And I went back to IMDb and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, John Morrison. Okay, he's
What
in
did they
this.
just pass WWE?
Who else is going to be in this shit? Okay,
I
who
mean,
else?
I mean, yeah, like I said, I did. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good
It'll
point.
be
Them are
fine.
porn stars. I don't know.
Yeah,
Trying to get out the
also,
game.
there might be some in there, but we just don't know them. You know. Speaking of Andy Milanokis, that has a cameo in this. That's a thing. So okay, moving along.
That's what there is to say about the whole thing. That's the thing. These two were in a gay relationship. That's a thing. The kryptonite or whatever the hell it is, he blows his brain out. That's a thing. Like it's just like okay, cool. This weird animation, live action, video game, comic book, film noir. Like they hit every genre in terms of like camera work for every reason except a relevant one. You know what I mean? Like it always
Yeah,
felt like I don't know if the show had some kind of deeper meaning. Like we've gotten to the point where superhero media is just so overly saturated that
right.
this
Yeah,
this is what it really is, just a bunch of nonsense. Maybe dude's a genius secretly, and I'm just too dumb to realize it. But honestly, this reminds me of the dark days of the superhero genre. Back when we were getting like Elektra and Catwoman, and
I'd rather watch Elektra. Honestly, I don't know. I'd probably rather watch this other than Catwoman though. Catwoman was God. Oh, I went to
I
the movies to see that shit too. I actually
you
paid
sir,
money.
you will not see the gates of heaven, sir, like at all.
I wouldn't blame him. If St. Peter was at the gates and said, wait, you went to see Catwoman. No, go, go. Hey, Halle Berry. Halle Berry is the sole reason I went to see that. Okay.
God, oh my God. Okay, I get it. She's hot, but Jesus, bro.
Yeah, I know. I know. Like, okay, you are hot, but damn, am I regretting sitting in this movie theater watching this?
You thought with the wrong head, bro.
Right? See, it always let that be a lesson to you kids. Never think with the small head. It will always mess you up. But yeah, I don't. There might be like some kind of underlying message about like just news media and the oversaturation of news media or something. I think that's what he might be trying to hint at. I just didn't. I was just annoyed and pissed off by the time I kind of got to that realization. Here's another Denise Richards is in this. She's the wife of Marvelous Man, and I just kept thinking like, oh, man, you were hot shit back in the 90s. What happened? How'd you get here?
It only takes one
Christ.
bad movie, bro. That can destroy your whole career, honestly. It can. It's happened. I can't give you no examples at the moment because my brain's kind of fried, but yo, it happens.
Uh,
Knocked off. They never recover. You seen Game of Thrones, right?
yeah,
You know that speech that Littlefinger gives about that climb. Like
yeah.
sometimes you fall, bro, and you fall far, and you just it kill you, right?
Uh, this was like just short of death. This might be career death, actually. This just might be.
I get lucky and nobody ends up watching it. Because if you had Netflix did not recommend this to me. If you had mentioned it, I don't think I ever would have found this shit.
That's true because I see it when like the new shows that come up, like at the top, it shows like the new shows, and it's no. I had to like click on it to see the trailer because it just said, "Yeah, this is out." And next, and also we got this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
Would
the
you
dude,
watch
this.
this?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Would you watch the season 2?
Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm not watching this shit. No, there's no reason to watch. If the thing is, Netflix might just greenlight a season 2 just to have something up there. You
Yeah, for
know,
real.
I, that's like the downside to Netflix too, though. But
As long as I get my Cobra Kai season 5, you can make whatever the fuck you want to make.
I should have. I was thinking too. Why didn't I just say Cobra Kai? Just say Cobra Kai, man. God. So the showrunner's name, Adi Shankar, who I never heard of, but like just researching him, he actually has some pretty decent production credits. He actually
Oh,
has some really good stuff. So like Castlevania anime on
oh,
Netflix. He's a producer on that, believe it or not. The Gray from starring Liam Neeson
you
back
mean
in
I love
2012,
that.
right? That's a good movie. And Dread, the Judge Dredd reboot with Carl Urban back in 2013. Love that
These are
movie.
these are some good credentials, bro. These are some great credentials.
Why does this exist?
Because The Gray came out 10 years ago and Judge Dredd came out 7 years ago. So he probably hasn't updated his resume since then. He might have taken this one paycheck, bro. He might have
I
taken this one.
hope so. Because this show makes it come off as an asshole. Like this whole time I'm watching the show, like this dude's an asshole. Why is he doing this? Why is he splicing in this random video game shit? You know, in the
You're a
middle of
hack.
like uh, oh, he also did Survivor by Mark Wahlberg.
Never seen that one. I
Don't
haven't even heard of
I remember it, but I don't think I've seen it though. I think he's a sniper in Afghanistan or something like that. I think so.
it.
Hmm?
You mean Shooter?
Nah, Survivor. I think.
Seen
Wait,
a Mark.
what is Shooter about? Hold on, let me Google that real quick.
I think that's the Mark Wahlberg movie. Like someone is gonna shoot the president from like a mile away, and they go approach him and ask him if that's possible because he used to be in the game, and then he gets framed for it. And
Right. Wasn't there like an epic scene in the woods or something like that?
yeah,
Yeah,
like Nick
okay.
Nolte played his father. There was a bunch of explosions.
Okay, yeah. I remember that one. No, it's not that one, it's another one. It's a different one. Because they're like army, they're like in the army in like actively in Afghanistan in this one.
Oh wow, my man
Yeah.
played the same guy twice.
He's always Mark Wahlberg. He's Mark Wahlberg. He's always playing the same guy.
True, true.
But yeah, I don't, man. There's not much to say. Not much else to say about this. But hey, at least we got batarangs in this. Take it as you will.
But I refuse to take it. I don't. No, I'm not. No, I don't care. I see what you're doing. I know that you're trying to make life better for me, and I appreciate
I'm
it.
trying.
But,
I'm trying to make up for my mistake. Okay, I'm
look,
trying to make up.
I forgive mistake. That comment though, I don't think I can forget that comment. Fuck you and them batarangs. All right, like my face,
Oh yeah, and did you notice that the prop guns that they were using in here were the DMRs from Halo? It
No,
took me to
I
about episode 5 to realize that.
never played Halo.
Nope, nope, nah, nah, nah. Nope. I can't. You should. What do you mean you never played Halo? How is this
Mom,
possible?
let me. My pops did not let me play shooters, bro. Like it didn't happen.
I have half a mind to tell you, bring your parents in the screen. I need to talk to them. There's nothing wrong with Halo. It is the most plain, inoffensive shooter You can find out that you're shooting aliens, man. Like,
You're shooting. That's them, bruh. That's them.
oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Look, I love my parents. I love my parents.
I'm pretty sure they are awesome parents. I'm pretty sure. But I'm so sorry, man. They couldn't let you have an Xbox with a Halo. You know, that's
I didn't have any game systems growing up except for a Game Boy Advance. And my uncle did me a solid and got me a Nintendo Wii, but I never had a PlayStation or Xbox or anything like that. Nah.
Okay, so we are once you get in and you like a couple paychecks in, we going video game shopping. We gonna make that happen. I'm gonna put like the recommended like titles. I'm gonna give you a list, and we just gonna hit up every GameStop and every like mom and pop game store until we complete that list. I'm making that happen.
You want to do some Let's Play videos?
Yes, yes, we're gonna do some hood ain't played shit. My rating for this is a 1. Only because we don't have 0. That's the only reason.
I'm there with you, bro. I give it a 1.
Christ almighty. This is garbage.
You have a special sound effect for scores that low, bro.
Yeah, I know. Have like a wet fart sound effect or something like that. And just
good Lord. You know what? I think I'm pulling the sponsor. I'm pulling the sponsor.
I deserve it. I deserve it.